So I've made it here to Kota Kinabalu, to mile 36 lodge. It has been a long day already, to be honest. I woke up quite early to take the plane over, but it was nice to be at Changi Airport, to be making my way over and taking my first flight in 2 years, which is pretty cool. The flight was only, an hour and 45 minutes, I think, but it felt like a really long flight. For some reason, I struggled just to chill. I think, I've had COVID this week, leaving the family behind, all still testing positive. Probably wasn't the easiest of things to do, but it was good. I managed to eventually catch a brief nap, which was good. And then the view out of the window was just incredible. As we were approaching, probably that last 20 minutes, could see just beaches just stretched out for ages, and going over islands and winding rivers, which is beautiful. And then the landscape was just completely different to what we've been experiencing in Singapore for the last 2 years. I mean, we could see hills and hardly any buildings and just loads of rainforest, which was great. And then a nice smooth landing. And then we were on that really, really long bus journey here. Our guide, who's called Leroy, a really nice guy, said that it would take us only 2 hours, but I think it was more like 3.5. We met our driver at Kota Kinabalu International Airport and then drove to our first stop, lunch. I'm going to try my first non-Singaporean laksa. My Malaysian friends always say that their laksa is better, so I'm going to try it for the first time here.
It's very tender. It's very tender.
I'd say it's not as creamy as a Singapore laksa, but it's still full of flavour. Stopped at a little village called Nabalu. That bus journey was mad. The roads here are paved, but not as smoothly as you would think, and the twisty roads on the side of a mountain were pretty bad. Just checking out some of the local produce here. I'm gonna maybe pick up a fridge magnet or something, you know how it is, and then we're gonna meet back up the bus and then head back onto our hotel for the night, which, like I said, is really close to here and only 1 kilometre away from where we start tomorrow. If it was a clearer day, you'd be able to see Mount Kinabalu over here, and this viewpoint looks over Kinabalu Geopark, and some of the local people here still practice indigenous ways, which is pretty cool. I'd love to meet some of them, but live out there somewhere under all that cloud. But what a wonderful little stop-off point. Just picked up some papaya. That papaya was delicious, didn't last long. I'm starting to feel a little bit chilly and just want to chill out, so I'm going to go and find a cafe and maybe just have a coffee or something, and just relax. We're heading off from here probably in the next sort of 15 minutes, so it's been a really, really nice little stop off. Lots of little trinkets and things to buy. So right now we're about to go and check into Kinabalu Park, and then we're going to come back and chill out here. I'm going to show you the whole place. It's absolutely beautiful around here, super, super quiet. I've got a room to myself. So yeah, we're going to go check in and then I'll show you a little bit more. After checking in for the Lowe's Peak via Ferrata, our driver Leroy explained that Kinabalu Park is over 75,000 hectares in size, which is larger than the whole of Singapore at just 72,000 hectares. We decided to explore a little bit of the park before walking back to mile 36. So it's nearly 7 o'clock. I've been just chilling out a little bit in my room. Managed to FaceTime the family as well, which was great. It's really nice to see them all. They're all doing a little bit better, which is great. As you can see, I'm in a fleece. It suddenly got really, really cold when the sun went down. I'm actually going to put a woolly hat on for the first time in I don't know how long to go for dinner. So just got in from the meal. The meal was good. The guy told us what was on the menu and he said there was like fried rice with chicken, fried noodles with chicken, or wonton soup. And so I went with fried rice, and anyway, randomly then what appeared was boiled, like steamed rice with like a sweet and sour pork thing, aubergines in a separate dish, an omelette, and another veggie dish, which was really different to what we ordered, but we just said thanks and ate the food, which is alright. It was good, and they served us a lot as well, so I feel like I've eaten really, really well. It is just gone 8 o'clock and we don't need to be in for breakfast until 7. Over having COVID for the last week or so, it's actually the thing that affected me the most was just how tired I was, and I've slept a little bit today on and off, but to be able to have a really, really solid night's sleep before tomorrow is going to be fantastic. So, good night. Good morning. I slept incredibly well, feeling fresh, had a really nice hot shower. In Singapore, I wouldn't normally have a hot shower. It was really, really cold when I woke up, like my ears were cold. So to get into a hot shower was amazing. The sun seems to be shining, so everything's going to warm up again today, which is great. And breakfast is served in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go and grab that and then making our way to the start of our hike today. Mile 36 Lodge is a quaint and pretty sight. Dinner and breakfast was served in a small dining room, just a short walk from my room. Just had a pretty carby breakfast, which is good, but I feel a little bit heavy. It was actually just down there. That's where the restaurant is from the other side, and it is cleared up. The clouds are cleared up, which is lovely because there's a beautiful view out here. And I'm just going to take it in for a little bit before I finish packing and get sorted. We have arrived at Kinabalu Park for the morning's walk, and the weather has cleared up beautifully. You can see the mountain behind. We're just waiting to get our passes, and then we're going to be taking a short ride of some sort over to the start point, and ready for a wonderful day. We've made a start, and the first 100 meters is downhill before we start climbing up. So we had to sign in at the gate and had to tick say that we're going up, and I guess we sign out on our way back out too, which is good. It can feel a bit dark under the rainforest canopy, but because the vegetation's pretty thick, if you look through you can still see that the sky's blue, so it's not that the clouds have covered in, but it's darker, which is nice. Shady, it's cool. Up. These bits are quite steep. Yeah. These are local squirrels. Apparently they come and attack your food like the monkeys in Singapore.
Did we say we are going to do 6 kilometers today, right? Okay.
There's a porter just up ahead who's carrying a huge sack of something. I'm not sure what it is, but he seems to be managing very well. But that's the amazing thing about the porters and guides here. They do this so much and they're so fit. So incredible. That's the first bit of a view that we've got so far. It's been pretty dense rainforest, so it's nice to have a bit of an opening and just be able to look up and get a bit of perspective. It's amazing that at these huts there's running water and toilets at every single one, I think. I find it amazing that people have brought all the materials up here to build it. Look at this. When you're hiking, you don't quite realise how close to the edge you are, and then you come out to a bit like this and the forest kind of falls away and you see there's a huge drop but also a beautiful view. Hello, thank you so much. So much weight, more water. Kilometre 2. So we're here, where the big orange arrow is. We've got all, gosh, that way we go. Spot a water tank and another hut. Yeah, BC is here. How are you doing? You've been here about an hour, right? Friendly squirrels came looking for food, and they were so tame that they would even climb onto my hand in search for a snack. Hello. That was a nice short stop with the squirrels. I was thinking how funny it was that we see chubby squirrels and we think they're cute, but if we see rats we think they're horrible, but they're pretty much the same thing. I don't know if squirrel lovers will tell me off for that. Anyway, we're off again, which is good because if we stop for too long you get very cold very quickly. I don't know what the temperature is here, but it feels very, very chilly. Maybe even single digits. So when you stop and you're not moving, you definitely feel a bit colder. But we're on our way now. Been told there's another stop in about a kilometre's time, and then once we get there we are more than halfway to the pendant hut, which is where we're stopping this evening. The stairs are really, really helpful. This bit, this looks like slate. A bit uneven underfoot, so I'm pleased I've got my trusty boots that are very, very supportive. And one of the things I love about this is it's silent, other than my breathing and my steps. See the cloud blowing in. It's starting to rain, so I'm just going to put my waterproof on. I'm going to get wet and cold, right? I like the idea of this zone. Sounds fun. Our guide Junus just saying that it's a danger zone because 4 years ago there was a big mudslide, so we have to move quickly I guess particularly if it's raining, but it's been a dry day so far, except for that little drizzle we've had. As we've increased the elevation, you can see that the cloud has just come in. Right across there, there's no view. It's just white cloud, but it's good. I think we've got about maybe about 200 meters until the next hut where we'd plan on having lunch. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, so we may eat, we may just carry on to the next one, and then from there there's another 2 kilometers until we get to the pendant hut, and that's where we'll be relaxing for a few hours before we sleep, and then leaving from there in the morning. Lunch hut, just up there. Not bad. I think my legs are ready for a rest. And then from here it's 2 kilometers, and then we're there. It's just starting to rain a bit heavier while we're having our lunch. A good lunch, sandwiches, jam sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, a couple of apples, a boiled egg, and 100 plus. So it's all good. It's good to have a rest, but the rain is coming down a little bit heavier. Hopefully it's only parting. That was a good lunch break. I feel like the temperature has definitely dropped, so anyway, we're here. Can you see me? Hopefully. It's cloudier and the air temperature is much colder, so we've got to keep moving to keep warm. It looks like they're building a new hut or something. There's a bit more traffic now. Some people coming down as well as us going up. Our guide was saying in the peak time before COVID there'd be about 260 people on the mountain each day, but at the moment it's about 150, and so at the moment we've got the crossover of people going up and people coming down, but it's all good. That lunch stop started to pick up a bit and got a bit busier, but it's a good place to stop. Hope that person was okay. Got a rescue coming down. They're moving at quite a pace. This section here has been quite gnarly. Not really steps, it's just a rock that we're walking up. But it's good, it's just got to be careful. It's all uneven. Not bad, eh? 2,898 meters. Bukit Timah is about 168, so I don't know how many Bukit Timahs that is, but it's more than one. It's good, my legs are starting to feel a bit tired now, but it's okay, we're not far. Here I am on probably the most exposed bit that we've experienced so far. There's a really nice bit of rock to come up, and as you can see it's super cloudy. There's not much of a view, but there's something just beautiful about being in the open, and we've had a lot of rainforest trees around us so far, but to be here like this is one of the things I love about being up in the mountains, just having that open moment and just having a moment to just pause and think and take in where you are, somewhere so different to what you're used to, and you've got to make sure that you're grateful, not always looking at your feet and making sure you're stepping in the right places, but sometimes just standing and looking. This is the view at about 3,000 meters, and we've got about 1 kilometer left to go, so still cloudy, but the air feels a bit drier. I've had a moment just to warm up a bit. I was starting to feel a bit cold. this bit. It's a bit different. Different rocks through rainforest again. And it's nice. Meters normally doesn't feel that long because, well, it's just one lap of the track at the stadium. We can do that in a minute, but now 400 meters, maybe it's to do with the altitude, but also we're inclining, and probably because of what we've already done, 400 meters doesn't feel that straightforward, but it's about 400 meters left till we get to the hut. I keep reminding myself just to stop and take in everything that's around. I mean, even little things like this, the moss here is like hair falling off the trees, and I love it. It's so different to what we normally experience, and the trees look different, the ground looks different, and it's just so important to be in the moment and enjoy where I am. I think that's one of the accommodation huts up front, so let's finish it up. Nearly there. And one of the last things I expected to see here was a street light, but it's here. I guess people walk out here in the dark. Ah, some more huts. Pendant hut. This is where I'm staying tonight. So the pendant hut is all the way up these stairs. It's that white one there. I think behind there is the entrance. Another local guide just stopped me and asked me if I needed help finding out where to go, and he brought me to the beginning of this, which is great. So, final ascent. What a great day. Like a ladder built on top of the rocks here. Should have picked up a postcard or something. I think this is it. Pendant hut. What amazing people. They provide Crocs. My favourite sort of shoes. Now I feel at home.
Daily longer, or it's just up and then no, it's just up and then pretty daily.
There's some blue sky beyond those clouds. Get a cup. Aspen's favourite colour, red. Never been so happy to have a cup of instant coffee, but it's going to be amazing. What a lovely place. Amazing. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of the lodge, at least the area where we are hanging out. Here we go. New friends. This is the most important area where the coffee is. And the view. So this is the dormitories we're in. So VC's sitting, he's just going to go and have a shower. And then we go to the end. Sophia is here, doing good. And this is where I'm going to be. It's actually Father's Day today, so I have some things for my kids that I'm going to open up, and I thought I could share with you guys. Aspen snuck them into my backpack for me. What's really cool is that when I did Mount Kilimanjaro in 2018, I had my birthday out there and the kids did me little birthday cards, and so it's so nice having something to open up. I don't know if you can see it, it says Daddy loves green, 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 green. Beautiful handwriting, sweetheart. Dear Daddy, I love how you tickle me. I like how you laugh with me. I like that you are in love with me. I am. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. This is so cool. Thanks, Aspen. And then I've got one from Milo too. He's written loads. Buddy, your handwriting has become amazing. Dear Daddy, I love it when you tickle me. Makes me very happy. I love it when you run with me. It makes me hyped up. I love it when you read the Bible and the devotional to me. It makes me feel comforted. I love it when you take me to school and to Tai Seng to go bolder movement, and you make me confident. Happy Father's Day. Best wishes, the best daddy ever. Love, Milo. Oh, that is so cute. That is wonderful. I'm a very lucky daddy to have these two kids. So we're just going to take it easy and relax, and then we've got a briefing about the Via Ferrata. I don't know if you can see me. Let me take this out. We're just going to chill, and then we've got a briefing. You were in there, and then we'll be off soon. The weather has cleared up, so we've got a view now. Look, that hut doesn't look very good. That looks like the budget hut over there. There we go. That's our view on our way down. We're heading down for some dinner. Going to the curvy yellow building. Look at this sky. We've arrived for dinner at the Laban Rata rest house. So we're going to go in. Apparently there's a buffet. Looking forward to that. Amazing. And that is the view from here. Beautiful. Okay. Hello. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, plenty. Wow. This is dinner with a view. Happy tummy.
It's a lot of food.
We're eating in there. There's this little terrace out here now. Post-dinner view before we go to bed. Coming back now. I think it's across here. Or is it down there? Oh, it's such a pretty place. And the big rickety staircase. Good morning. It is 1:47 a.m. and I'm just about to have my first coffee. And I slept about an hour. It sounds like most people didn't sleep very much, so we're going to just have some coffee, empty our bags and bring minimal stuff because we're going to be coming back here, and then get going. I've got a bit of a headache, and I checked my oxygen levels on my watch. It's like 76%, so I'm just going to have a paracetamol just to feel a bit better, and then we'll be alright for the day. You can't quite see me, but we are ready to go. Head torched up. It is about 2:30. The gate to get into the summit trek is just over there, and we're heading off now. Jonas, did you sleep well? Did you sleep?
No.
No? So. That's better than us. Shall we go? Okay. We can hear distant rumbles of thunder, and Jonas said that that's not normal, and that normally means rain, but we're hoping not. So it's all good. We've got about 3 hours to get to the summit. Been going about maybe 5 minutes, and I feel like I need to catch my breath. I don't need to rush so much. I'm feeling warm, which is good. Don't feel too cold. Yeah, you can't see anything down there through the camera, maybe a little bit that way, but we can see the little hut village where we come from. This bit is a quick up, but it means that it's steep. Little platform to pause. Just taking a short pause. I don't know if you can see the shadow of the mountains there. Oh, look, there's some. I like these signs. Sylvia has just used the tallest toilet in the whole of Southeast Asia. How was the experience?
Amazing. Just unique experience.
This is the final checkpoint. There's an officer here who checks our tags to make sure that we are all good and checks us into the final summit stretch. So we've probably got about an hour to go? Hour to go. 3,800. We're over 4,000 meters and I'm feeling slightly nauseous, but having had acute mountain sickness on Kilimanjaro, I know what it feels like. Going slowly and not trying to move too suddenly. It's all good. We have just stopped about 10 minutes off the summit, which is good because I was feeling very tired. So a bit of water, Mentos, and then we're off. Are you there? Just made it. Summit. Woo! Superb. Sunrise is just beginning, so we haven't missed it, which is amazing. Now we descend. Oh, it's just starting to come up and you can see how beautiful it's been all around us while we've been in a pitch black. Just look at this. Can't believe I get to be here for this. It's so quiet, so beautiful. Just taking a minute to turn around and look at that. Now that we can see everything, it is just stunning out here. There's a beautiful vertical rainbow over there, which I've been looking at. It's just, yeah, breathtaking. This view, so worth it. This is what it's all about. So we have about 25 minutes till we need to get down to the Via Ferrata, which is the next exciting thing. I can't quite believe that we've made it to the summit this morning. We've seen this absolutely stunning area and there's still more to go. The Via Ferrata is directly translated from Italian as the Iron Way, and there's a big iron rope that goes around and like various staples in the ground that you can stand on the side of the mountain. This one here at Kinabalu is the tallest one in the whole world, and it's pretty cool that this is my first one. On time. What are you doing? Hello. So we reached it on time. We got a bit of a chance to have some breakfast and fill up with water, because we're going to be on this for 4 or 5 hours, maybe less, but around 4 or 5 hours. He's the best. Helmet, harness. This helmet's very high because I've got a bobble on my hat, but it should be okay. So there's a cut-off point. We had to get here at 6:30, and if you don't get here you can't go, basically. And there was a group who were staying in the dormitory next to us who were moving a bit slower and they didn't make it, so they're pretty strict. But it's good. They said that if you get here at 6:30 it means that you're fit enough to do this. If you don't get here in time, you're not fit enough, so it's all good. We're looking forward to going now that we're all kitted up. VC's going to lead the way.
My pleasure.
Yeah. How it's looking downwards. Pretty amazing. Look at this, dangling off the side of the mountain. How are you feeling? Look at where we are now. Just stunning. We had a look down, and I'm just hanging on to these staples. And it's just amazing. The only shame is that we're facing the wall.
Yeah.
If we're facing it outside, might be better. Look at this. That's where we stayed last night. And here we are. What a wonderful experience. VC, is it stable? Okay. Oh, here we go. This is the bridge. Woo! Look at that, feet dangling. Coming further down, we've got what, about 40 minutes left. It's going well, we're loving it. Amazing experience. Making the way down. We just completed that first bit of the Via Ferrata. That was amazing. And now we're going to walk through the jungle for a bit before we're doing a little bit more Via Ferrata as we go, but the sun is out and it's feeling warm, so we're going to take off some coats first. It's just so peaceful. Checking through this amazing. It's like there's no route. It's like a movie set, right? Yeah. Magical land. Huh. And just like that, we're out of the forest. Yeah. Just taking a short break, helmet head, and then we will be starting the last section of the Via Ferrata from right here. This is amazing. This place is so quiet and beautiful. I love it. This last section of the Via Ferrata is very difficult. You think that once you hit the summit, there's no more going up. But we were warned about this bit, but the warning was too light. Should have been a heavier warning. Look at this. Nearly at the end of this Via Ferrata, which has been amazing, but difficult towards the end. And this here is the last bit, all the way up. Totally worth it, but difficult. I'll do this again, I'll do another one again. Woo.
Okay, well done.
The highest Via Ferrata in the world. Done.
Yeah, done.
Great job, buddy. Well done, really well done.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much. Now we hike back to the pendant hut. Oh, legs are tired. But it's only 9:30. So all those things from when we left was only 7 hours ago. And we've been doing this non-stop 7 hours. Back to the pendant hut, have a rest. And then I also need a poo. And then have some food, and then we'll make our way back down another 4 hours to the bottom of Mount Kinabalu. This bit, right? Yeah. The gate and our hut. Rest. Oh, there we go. We're back. Oh, time to get those crocs on. Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good, good.
Ah, back.
Breakfast time.
Soon, yeah. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Amazing. Breakfast is ready. I can eat and then sleep. We made it back to the lodge. Oh, and it feels good to just sit down and have a hot coffee. And I'm just going to give Millie and the kids a call and check in with them. I've also got fantastic company. VC has been amazing the whole way through. Been awesome, right? Okay. We've still got another 4 hours to go from here down. But we're going to rest here for a few hours first. Just started to rain, but it literally just stopped the moment we stepped out. So
Experience.
this is us leaving the pendant hut.
Yes.
4.5 hours down. Let's go.
Like one.
The rain has been coming down for a little while now. We have passed a couple of huts we've decided not to stop at because actually the rain is making us feel fresh rather than kind of stuffy, which is good. You will often hear our family say that there's no such thing as bad weather, just wrong clothing. But today, I don't think there's the right clothing. So you just got to enjoy the weather. Yeah. PC has just spotted some of these. Yeah. Amazing plants that are indigenous to this area that eat bugs. Just a quick stop off. Don't want to wait for too long because otherwise I might get cold, especially as I'm wet. But only a Snickers bar and then we're going to make our way a bit more. And we're off again after a short break. Ooh, my legs. As my legs get more tired, I'm having to be more sure-footed and just really careful about where I'm stepping, because any little jolt, it's not worth it at this point. The rain has really come down. I'm very wet. I'm happy. I'm having a great day, so can't complain. This is pretty relentless. I've passed the 2.5k mark, and normally that would feel absolutely fine, but today that's not a normal 2.5k. It's gnarly and it's downhill and I'm very tired, but I'm still happy. I'm still just loving this. I mean, look at this little pathway, mossy either side. Got a plan for when we get down, bearing in mind I am soaking wet. I have a dry t-shirt in my bag and a towel. I'm just going to dry myself off, chuck the t-shirt on, and go sit in the bus. It's funny, I've noticed that yesterday when we were walking up, it was a very, very quiet rainforest. Now that the rain's started, the place has just come alive, and you can hear birds in the distance and these little frogs that you can hear. Haven't been able to see one yet though. One of the porters told me that they're really small, but they're really loud, and so we just keep hearing all these things, and it's amazing, really. A whole new experience of this hike now that it's raining. Another one of those carnivorous plants. I find them amazing. Apparently the biggest ones can hold up to 2 to 3 litres of water. So nice to see foothills. I feel like we're getting lower, which is really nice. It's good for the morale. Well, let's see if I'm going to finish as strong as the rain. It is really wet. The rain is suddenly coming down hard. Oh, okay, it's very wet. We got 1k left. VC's drying himself, but we're about to get back into the rain. I'm gonna go. It's the last K, might as well keep going. Not gonna get any drier or wetter, so I'll just go. Keep moving, I can stay warm. This is the full Kinabalu experience for sure. I've had everything. From trekking to climbing. That Via Ferrata was incredible. We've had some really nice warm weather where the sun's been out. We've had just loads of cloud. We've had this torrential downpour Oh man, look at this. Oh, here we go. Would I recommend it? 100%. Would I do it again? Maybe in a few months. Just past the 0.5k mark, and then it will be the waterfall real soon, and then we'll be back. Oh my goodness, what an adventure. Woo! The waterfall coming down a bit heavier than yesterday, and now for the final push uphill to the check-in. Woohoo! My boots are so filled with water, my legs feel like they're lead. The final staircase. It is cruel to finish with stairs after all of that. Oh my goodness. Come on, Jonty. You've got this. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Nearly got this. Last push. Come with me. I hope you're cheering me on from your lounge rooms and watching on your phone. Come on, you could do it. Those feet. Oh, this bit's steep. Oh. Welcome back. You are successful climbers. Woo! Oh, I'm so tired.